not surprised that Stassi is having a death-themed birthday party, because when you have no soul, you normally gravitate to darkness. So, Brittany is getting darker and darker, and I'm thinking to myself, is she transitioning into faith? You know that woman will do anything to please that man, even go black. I'm glad that Ariana is getting the necessary help that she needs, because I think that her ex really did a number on her. Just to hear her talking about her body and just her insecurities, and especially her vagina, which is probably why I'm not saying that I'm sure, or I'm not saying that it's the gospel, but I am saying that maybe this is why she does not want to have a child. You know what I mean? I think it maybe has something to do with her vaginal area, to be quite honest with you. She has an issue with that area. This guy made her feel very insecure about it. So when you have someone who is calling your vagina ugly, you don't want to do anything to it like having a child, because in her mind she's feeling like it will change the look of it, and so I'm thinking that's what's going on with her, and maybe that's why she doesn't want to have kids. But and I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, I thought of that. I was just like, maybe that's why she doesn't want to give birth. So Lisa is doing something with these damn dogs, and she has banned Jax from it. Like, he can't come to National Dog Day or something. And I'm like, girl, do you think that Jax cares? Because he doesn't. Jax does not care. I don't even think he wants to be a part of that. The only thing that Jax might be pissed about is the fact that he can't get paid for filming on that day. Because they get paid for every shoot day. So he's probably pissed off that he done got cut out of another scene that he can't film in, because she kicked him out of the last thing that she had or whatever. So he couldn't get paid to film there. So that's what he's pissed about. He don't care nothing about you, that cast, or them damn dogs. The only thing Jax cares about is Jason. So y'all know Ariana is my girl, right? But I gotta come for her. Honey, honey, honey. You got to protect your man at all costs. So Tom and Ariana are having this talk about her therapy session, and Tom being a man is just like, so okay, so what's going on? You know what I mean? He wants to make sure that she's okay because he loves her, but he also want to get up in them guts, right? So he's talking about how they used to have a lot of sex before, and then he probably was stroking his ego a little bit. He was like, I remember, you used to have multiple orgasms. And Ariana was like, well, she was just like, well, I wouldn't say that. He was like, no, you had multiple orgasms. She was just like, well, maybe I made you believe that I had multiple orgasms. And I'm like, Ariana, honey, listen, I know that you and your man are having a conversation, and maybe you have gotten so comfortable with the cameras, you don't hold back certain things. I get it. Thank you for giving us a show. However, you are still on national TV. You could have lied on your man's penis. You could have lied for that dude and just stroked his ego a bit. And then maybe tell him when the cameras leave, you're not hitting it like that. But don't tell him that he's not putting it down in front of the world. So, I love Ariana's B-Day theme. Anything royal is my thing. Anything glitter, glam, whatever. Joy, fun, rainbows. I love it all, right? You know what? I'm a fantasy kid. I'm a fairy tale. Yeah. I really gravitated to that as a kid, so it doesn't go away. Just so you know, if you got a kid that is obsessed with Wonderland and all of them books, it doesn't go away. Anyway, I also love the fact that Homegirl is a Beyonce stan, because that whole look that she was wearing was Beyonce's look from the Grammys. I said, oh, I know a Bayhive member when I see him. Hey girl, how you doing? And then we go back to Stassi's party. It's a no for me. First of all, it just looks like an insane asylum, and I think that's what she was going for, but I'm like, who wants to celebrate another year of life in an insane asylum? It also looked unsanitary. And then that ranch fountain that people were dipping their pizzas in, is that a thing? Because if it's a thing, I rebuke it. I don't want it to be a thing. That is sick. Who does the ranch and pizza thing? Is that really a thing? Because I'm grossed out by it. So at Stassi's party, we have this whole thing with Patrick and Stassi, and the girls are talking about it, and then we get these clips of Patrick being horrible. I don't think he's as horrible as they're trying to make him, because a lot of the things that Patrick was saying, I don't think he meant to. He was joking around with the girls, and they were being hella offended by it, and I'm like, they've been together for a very long time. If he's been like this the whole time, why are you offended now because the cameras are on? So, but I also feel like he was like making a joke of a situation. Girls are just like really playing up his like horrible behavior. And this is kind of making me believe that we're gearing up for a breakup in this season with the both of them. So this is the beginning of the storyline, because this episode, to be quite honest with you, was not really that juicy. It wasn't a lot going on. It was World Dog Day. It was Ariana's birthday party, which was nice. It was a really nice birthday party, but that's it. It was a nice birthday party. It wasn't like, there was no drama. Stassi's birthday party had the drama, but it was still like low drama. And I feel like with this group of women, it's just, they're just so dangerous together, because Katie and Caitlyn, what's her name? Kristen. Unforgettable. Katie and Kristen were just like, talking crap about Patrick in their confessionals, and then like trying to make everything he did a problem. And I kind of don't blame Patrick if he got out of this situation, to be quite honest with you, because I didn't really see anything wrong with what he was doing. I do, however, feel like he already broke up with her, but was probably like trying to drag this thing along, because a lot of people are in relationships that they want to get out of, but they don't know how to get out of them, but they mentally check out and are still physically there. And I think that's what's happening with Patrick, because who goes on a trip without their partner? A solo trip without their partner? Now, I know people who do that. I know people who are in relationships who do that. But she really wanted to go. He never included her. And then he kept on saying how he had such a good time. And even he was talking about how when he was at some museum, he was just like, you know, I did tear up a bit because you wanted somebody there, but I still had a great time. Like, he said this in front of her parents. So I'm just like, maybe he's at the point, or maybe he's pulling a Jax, where he wants to get dumped and he doesn't want to be the guy. He doesn't want to be that guy to dump her because she talks about her relationship on this show. And he probably doesn't want to, you know, be the bad guy, because I was just like, Patrick is checked out. You could tell in this entire, you know, birthday scene that he was pretty much done with her. He didn't even come dressed up as a theme to his girlfriend's birthday party. Like, he's done. Like, sis, you got a whole man that don't want nothing to do with you. See? Racism is not good for the soul. It rots everything in your life, even your relationship with man bun guy. And then we get this scene where I just don't think it made any sense. So Stassi is, I feel like she's already having some kind of like meltdown at her party because she's just extra. Kristen and Katie want to give her a lap dance and have her, because they're drinking shots out of somebody's labia. Like some, I don't want to call her a stripper because I think she was a guest. I don't think she was, yeah, she was a guest. She wasn't a stripper for the event. She was a guest. So she's like bending over and they're putting shots in her anus and drinking out of it. This cast is so nasty. I've never seen a nastier cast. So they want Stassi on her 29th birthday to drink a shot out of this woman's anus. Stassi, rightfully so, didn't want to do it. I don't know who would, right? However, she didn't want to do it, and I respect her for this reason. She didn't want to do it because she was just like, she's a guest here. I don't want her to be paraded around like, you know, some kind of, I guess like some kind of like part of the party. She's a guest. So I respected her for that. But she also then mentioned that she was like high on drugs, like Adderall and alcohol. And I don't think you can mix the two. And the fact that she admitted that, I was just like, is this like a recreational drug now? Are we talking about pill popping and alcohol now? Like it's a regular thing? Like, is this normal, or is this just LA? It can't be LA because not in my circle. Anyway, she has this whole meltdown, and I think it's more or less the fact that she's at her own birthday party, and her boyfriend just really doesn't want anything to do with her. Like, Patrick isn't really giving her any attention. And I honestly feel like he's just there to like get the appearance fee. I don't even think that he wants to be there, because he looked like he just came from like a Target run and just stopped by this girl's party. So she has a whole meltdown. She gets upset with the girls because she doesn't want to drink out of somebody's anus. She takes off running. Then Kristen tries to go after her, and then she turns around, and then she like drags Stassi in the confessional, but they're still friends. I don't know what's going on. It was just really weird. The witches of WeHo will never break up. They'll all have miserable lives. I feel like Katie is the only one who could probably get out and still have a good life, but I'm not sure. Also, I do think that Stassi did have the whole meltdown because of Patrick and, you know, whatever drugs or whatever she was on, and the alcohol and a lot of things, right? I also think that Stassi is gearing up for a run on Fox News, because let's be serious here. This show isn't going to go on for a very long time. You know, a cancellation is imminent. You know, they're not bringing in the numbers that they used to bring. So we know a cancellation is, you know, on the horizon, right? So I feel like she's trying to prepare herself for what happens after this show. And she's a blonde who says like horrible things about people of color. So you know that she has a career on Fox News, because once Tommy Loren gets pregnant by a black man, because that is her future, she likes the black dingaling. So once she gets pregnant by a black man, her crown is gone, and they're going to then crown it on Stassi. So I think she's just working on her conservative career right now, which is another reason why she didn't participate in drinking the liquid out of that woman's anus. I see you, Satan. I see you. She leaves them. She doesn't pay the tab. And then the next day, Katie is talking about how she had to pay $1,400. I'm like, honey, you don't have $1,400. The show paid for that party. Let's not play this game. Like, you can only do so much concerning storyline with this show. I believe a lot. But this, I don't believe that you done paid $1,400 to close out Stassi's tab and you ain't asked for a dime back. Get the hell out of here. That's pretty much where it ended. There wasn't a lot that happened in this episode, and there wasn't like a lot to talk about. I just had a few things that I wanted to talk about with you guys. So that's where it ends. Next week is going to be even juicier. Like, the remainder of the season trailer looks really good. So I feel like we probably had this dull episode because we're going to have some juicier ones, and this was also a lead-in to the breakup of Stassi and Patrick. So we're going to get to see all of that, and I cannot wait. If you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you for the following episode of Vanderpump Rules. Bye, guys.